If you knew the exact time to book your cruise to save hundreds, maybe even thousands, wouldn't you want to know? Lucky for you, I'm going to break down when cruise prices are at their absolute lowest. Ahoy sailors, my name is Rob and I'm here to tackle virgin voyages one topic at a time. Welcome to OVT. Traditional advice was that if you waited until 90 days before a cruise, you'd be able to get the very best prices. That's when customers need to move from their deposit to paying off their cruise in full, and when so many cabins become available. Once upon a time, it was pretty good advice, but can you still count on it? As Bob Dylan sang, "Oh, the times they are a-changin'." After the pandemic, it's hard to dispute that cruising has exploded. I don't know if it's the allure of these new mega ships or if it's an increase in popularity with the next generation of cruisers thanks to social media, but exploded isn't an overstatement. Royal Caribbean stock has risen from $35 back in July 2022 to a whopping $330 as of yesterday. Boy, do I ever wish I had been on cruising back then. Just a few days ago, Viking Cruises reported the remainder of their 2025 sailings are already 96% booked, and they've already sold 55% of their ships for next year. Across the industry, booking volumes for 2025 are roughly 10 to 15% ahead of typical levels. What does this mean? Well, in short, it means that you can't count on last-minute empty cabins. Sure, there will always be people who change their mind when the final payment is due, but it seems like there will be fewer of them in the future, maybe even far fewer of them. Let me explain why. The industry used to be flooded with deals to get people to commit to their cruise. Deals like $50 deposits or even $0 deposits. Deposits that were pretty easy to walk away from if the cruise timing wasn't perfect, if the flights into the port city turned out to be a lot higher than you expected, or even if you had an unplanned expense and just couldn't afford your cruise anymore. The cruise lines know that low deposits mean high cancellations, so they really only pull out that card when they need a boost in sales, and that need practically vanishes when advanced sales are as strong as they've been. So the translation, expect to see fewer low deposit deals, and just know that that trend is going to translate to far fewer cabins that open up 90 days out. Have you booked last minute before? Did you get a cabin that you were happy with? Leave a comment below and let me know if you'd recommend this to others. And while we're paused, please take a second to hit that like button. And if you're enjoying my video, also please subscribe so that you don't miss any future episodes. Thank you in advance. Also, you've probably noticed that cruise lines seem to have adopted dynamic pricing. Like airlines, their prices are constantly adjusted to reflect demand. And if the ships are filling up early, there's almost no incentive whatsoever for them to lower their prices later. Does that mean that you can't get a great deal 90 days before a cruise once some of those passengers do default on their final payment? Not at all. You very well might get a great price if you do this, but it's gambling, and just know that it's lower odds gambling than it was even just a year or two ago. If you live in a port city and have tons of flexibility, feel free to roll the dice. Find a few ships that you'd be interested. Wait until the payment window closes and then go deal hunting. There will be deals to be found, but there will be fewer of them, and your choice of cabin type and location is going to be really limited. This isn't a solid strategy for those cruisers who want things exactly how they want them. If you need a little more advanced planning, if you'll be flying into the port city, or if your dates maybe aren't quite as flexible, your best bet is to commit to a sailing as soon as possible. I know this sounds like a cop-out, but it's absolutely true. Other than last-minute gambling, opening prices, which are typically released about 18 months or so in advance, are usually the lowest prices that you'll find. They just rise from there as the cabins fill up, and I'm not betting against the industry anymore. It looks like sellouts are going to happen even earlier next year. When the schedule is released, prices are strong, cabin availability is excellent, and options like even greater savings by allowing the cruise to choose your cabin for you are plentiful. Just wait 6 months, 8 months, or a year, and those guaranteed cabin rates, or the lock-it-in rate as Virgin calls it, they'll be gone. And that leads right into the advice that I have for finding the cheapest fares. Commit early to get the very best pricing and take advantage of those guaranteed rates. These often save about 15% versus choosing your own cabin. So on a $3,000 cruise for you and your husband or wife, well, that might only come to about $2,500 if you can get that guaranteed rate. And that will likely even beat the prices that you'd find after those 90-day cancellations. Well, that's how to get the cheapest cruise price, and that's my one Virgin topic for today. Do you have any questions? Are there any topics that you'd like to hear about? Leave me a message below. And until next time, ahoy, sailor.